I would like to talk about the concept of deep learning chains, which is blockchain and deep learning together. Considering blockchain and deep learning together suggests the emergence of a new class of global network computing system. These systems are self-operating computation graphs that make probabilistic guesses about reality states of the world. We might wonder, what are we running on networks? We're running information as of the 1980s. We're now starting to run value and money on networks in the 2010s and 2020s with blockchain. And in the farther future, we might be running intelligence on networks, brain files, mind files. This would be in the 2050s and beyond, perhaps. The idea is that we might have thought tokening in the same way we have value tokening with blockchains currently. I propose that the future of AI is smart networks. There have been two fundamental eras of computing. First, running simple networks for the transfer of information, and this has comprised all of our activity so far, from mainframes to mobile. Now, though, we are entering a second network era of smart networks, transferring value now on networks, and in the farther future, perhaps transferring intelligence. The idea is that the intelligence is baked into the smart network such that blockchains confirm authenticity and transfer value, and deep learning algorithms predictively identify what things are. Deep learning chains is the notion that there is cross-functionality between the two platforms. There are deep learning applications for blockchain in the sense of using TensorFlow for fee estimation, predictive pattern recognition for security, fraud, privacy, and anti-money laundering. Deep learning techniques such as the backpropagation of errors, gradient descent, and loss curves can be used to optimize financial graphs. And the formulation of debt credit payment problems as sigmoidal optimizations can be used in deep learning networks to solve with these techniques. On the other hand, there are also blockchain applications for deep learning. Secure automation, registry, logging, tracking, and remuneration functionality for deep learning systems as they go online will be an important security parameter. Likewise, blockchain as a service for network operations. We could have long short-term memories as a payment channel mechanism. There could be blockchain peer-to-peer nodes that provide deep learning network services, security, such as facial recognition, and identification and authorization. I'm going to outline 5 different deep learning chains applications. The first is autonomous driving, drone delivery, and social robotics. The idea is that deep learning nets, in particular convolutional neural nets, are needed to identify what things are, and then blockchain functionality is needed for the secure automation technology to track arbitrarily many units, audit and upgrade them, and for legal liability, accountability, and remuneration. The second deep learning chains application is big health data. We have big data, but not big health data, to deliver on the promise of AI, where finally having big enough data sets and running straightforward algorithms over them yields results. In the idea of big health data, we would want to have large-scale secure predictive analysis of big health data stores to understand disease prevention. It's amazing that the leading company Illumina has genome sequenced 18,000 people so far, but there are 7.5 billion people in the world. The third deep learning chains application is using them as a leapfrog technology for human potential. For financial inclusion, we note that 2 billion worldwide are underbanked, 1.1 billion without a recognized form of ID, 70% lack access to land registries. Health inclusion is an issue too, as 400 million do not have access to health services. And it does not make sense to build out brick and mortar bank branches and medical clinics to every last mile in a world of digital services. Instead, we might have e-wallet and deep learning medical diagnostic apps on our cell phones. The fourth application of deep learning chains is enacting friendly AI. The idea is that digital intelligences running on consensus managed smart networks, not in isolation, will need to be in good reputational standing to conduct their operations. Transactions are to access resources like fundraising, providing services, entering into contracts, and retiring will all need to be settled by being in good reputational standing on a smart network. The smart network consensus only validates and records bona fide transactions from good agents, and in this way we can enforce friendly agent behavior on smart networks. The fifth deep learning chains application is even before enacting friendly AI to have a deep thinkers registry, where we register deep learners with blockchains and monitor them with deep learning algorithms. This provides a secure tracking and a remuneration functionality. Some of the examples for this already would be tracking autonomous lab robots that are engaged in IP discovery, roving agricultural bots, manufacturing bots, intelligent gaming characters, and Go playing algorithms. AlphaGo could be registered in the Deep Thinkers Registry. In conclusion, deep learning chains are needed for next generation challenges such as financial inclusion, big health data, global energy trading, and getting to space. Smart networks are a new form of automated global infrastructure that both identifies what things are with deep learning algorithms and validates, confirms, and routes transactions with blockchains. Thank you.